All right, third graders, if you do not have your journal in front of you, please, please, please get out another sheet of paper and start doing your work on there because I have a lot of information. You do not have your student reference book. So I gave you all the information, but you're going to need this and you're going to need it as you do your work. So please do all of your work with me while I am doing my work on here. Okay, so I used the dollar store poster on the student reference book page, that hardcover on page 270, and we're going to solve each problem. Show your work and write number models to keep track of your thinking. Okay, number 1 says, Miss Martin buys 5 packages of brilliant color markers. She then buys 1 package of scented markers. How many markers does she have in all? Well, remember on that sheet that they had for us, they give us the names of what we can buy, and they say how many is in 1 pack. How many brilliant markers are in 1 pack? 5. But then they also give you the price. And like the scented, I should have had a T in there. Let's see if I can fix that. Scented markers, 8 in a pack for $3. So that's saying that we have 8 in 1 package. A package means a singular pack, and that cost $3. So are we trying to figure out the number that's we have or the price? How many markers? So we don't even need to look at our price. That's just extra information that we don't need right now. Okay. What else do we know? She buys 5 packages of brilliant color markers. Then, so that would be the second step, she buys 1 package of scented markers. Well, let's start with the brilliant color markers. We know she buys 5 packages, right? 5. Well, there's 5 in a pack. Does that mean we just need 1 of them? No, that's like saying here's 1 package of brilliant markers and we have 5. 5 in each. But we need 5 packages. So that's like drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages. And then I would put a 5 in each because in 1 pack of these brilliant markers, in 1 pack, there's 5. But we don't just need 1 package, we need 5. So we have to do that 5 times. So that would be our first number model. Our first number model is 5 because we have 5 packages times 5 because we have 5 in a package. And niños and niñases, you know how to count 5 times. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I hope you were tapping along on your fingers. Boom. We have 25 brilliant markers. If I have 5 packs of them and there's 5 in a pack, I have 25 brilliant markers total. It says how many markers does she have in all? Now we need to do our second problem, which is 1 package of scented markers. How many packages? This time we just need 1. So I draw 1 package. And how many's in a pack? Scented markers, 8 in a pack. All right, I have 1 group and I should put in 8 in there because there's 8 in each pack. Good. What would my number model look like? Well, 1 package, so 1 times, how many were in a pack? 8. What's that rule again? 1 times any number is that number. So 1 times any number, 1 times 8 is that number, which means it's 8, right? If I have 1 group of something, what I have is the number in that group. Amazing. Am I done? Not quite. It says how many markers do I have in all? Ding, 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 ding. There's our keyword, in all. We know when we see this, we are adding. So what do we need to add? I don't need to add all of this, but I do need to add my answers. I have 25 brilliant color markers and I have 8 scented markers. So I need to add my answers. 25 plus 8 equals, well, what would 25 plus 8 be? I could start at 25 and I could count up 8 more, right? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 33 is my answer. Am I done yet? No, because I have to make sure I put 33 markers. If you're doing this on scratch paper, make sure you put 33 markers, right? I need to see. Listen, listen, listen. I must see 3 number models. There's number model 1, number model 2, 1 multiplication, 2 multiplication, and one addition because we had in all 1, 2, 3. I must see 3 number models and an answer with a label markers because we asked how many markers in all. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Put me on pause if you need extra time to write this down. Draw pictures if you need to, but you need 1, 2, 3 number models. Good, going on to number 2. Mrs. Hickson buys 10 packages of fashion pens. She gives 12 pens to her classroom helper. How many pens does Mrs. Hickson have left? Okay, what do we know? She buys 10 packages of fashion pens. 10, that's our number. 10 packages, which means 10 groups. Could I go ahead and draw 10 circles? I could because that's our groups, our packages, or squares, or rectangles, whatever you like to do your groups in. Oh, and then she gives 12 pens. When you give something, that's like giving it away. We know that keyword give is going to be subtract. How many pens does she have left? How many pens? Does that say anything about the cost? Nope, good thing we don't have cost in there. What is this telling us? This is what I had to give you from the hardcover book, all these ones that are boxed. Fashion pens, there's 4 in a pack. A pack means in one pack, we have 4 fashion pens. So if I draw one package, what should I put in there? I should put in a 4. And then how many packages do I need? Well, I only have 1 right now, but I need 10. So I could keep drawing till I got 10 circles and I would put a 4 in each because there's 4 in each pack. But you know what? I'm going to start with my number model. I don't even need to draw out 10 groups. You could if you wanted to, but then I'd have to go 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. But let's start with our first number model. 4, and I'm counting 4 how many times? How many times am I counting it? Well, how many packages do I have? I'm counting 4 10 times. Niños and niñases. 4 times 10. Well, instead of counting 4 10 times, I could count 10. How many times? I could count 10 4 times. I know how to count by 10s easier than I know how to count by 4s. Let's count by 10s 4 times. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40. Good. My answer is 40. Am I done? Is that my answer? Can I put 40 pens? Oh, we can't forget about this step right here. Always go back and make sure you're answering your question. She gives 12 pens to her classroom helper. So we know that Miss Hickson had 40. But guess what? We have to take that answer, right? We got this answer for a reason. So right now she has 40, but she's giving them away. And we already said when you give something to someone, you lose it. So we have to subtract. What are we subtracting? Oh, we're subtracting 12 because she gave 12 away. Let's set this problem up. 40, take away 12. Okay, I like how my 1s are lined up and my 10s are lined up. When I subtract like this, where do I have to start? If you said the 1s place, you are correct. Can I do 0, take away 2? If I have nothing, can I take away 2? No, and 0 is a smaller number on top, so I know it just doesn't work. What do I have to do next? I go to my neighbor and I go, knock, knock, I need some help. Can you please give me a 10? And they say, sure. So I take 1 away from the 4 and I make it a 3. And 3 goes, you can have my 10. 0 plus 10 is 10. Oh, look at that. 10 is now greater than 2. What does 10 take away 2? One of our 10s fact, you should know this right off the top of your head. 10 take away 2 is 8. Then I go to my 10s place. 3 take away 1 is 2. Amazing. So my answer is 28. For down here, that's my final answer. So I have, or Miss Hickson has 28 pens left. Right? How many pens does she have left? She has 28 pens. Again, if you do not have your journal page in front of you, please write this down because this information is not on your template. Okay? You need to copy this down. Remember, put me on pause if you need extra time. You can always come back and watch this video too. Good. I'm going to keep moving on. Always play this back if you have to. It's just try this. We're going to do this together because look it, I've underlined some information for you. There is 3 parts to this. And then we have to figure out the final answer, which is our 4th part. So I'm going to walk you through this. Please, please, please follow along. Listening ears ready. Okay. Mr. Wilson buys 1 package of 9-inch balloons. 1 package. And look at that. I've color coordinated it. Here's your 9-inch balloons. 4 packages of party hats. Boom, party hats. And 3 packages of party horns. Boom, there's the 3rd one. Party horns. Green with green, purple with purple, and yellow with yellow. How much money does Mr. Wilson spend in all? Why did I highlight or underline how much money? Because this time we're not talking about how many, we're talking about how much money. This is the important part, is the money part. Do I need to know that there's 25 in a pack? No, I want to just know the cost. This is extra information. I'm looking for the cost of the package, not how many in the package. Party hats, 6 in a pack for $2. Do I need to know how many's in a pack, or do I need to know how much 1 package costs? 4 packages of party hats. We're still talking about money. 1 pack is $2. I need 4. And then 3 packages of party horns. Again, I don't need to know that there's 8 in there. I just need to know that 1 package costs $3 and that I need 3 packages. So how much money in all? Let's start with yellow. 1 pack of 9-inch balloons. So I'm going to take how many packages? 1. And I'm going to multiply it by how much it is. Times $2 equals what? That's like counting $2 1 time. 1 times any number is that number. 1 times 2 is 2. $2. Think about it. If I count $2 1 time, I still have $2. Good. This was the yellow. This was the yellow's number model. Da, da, da. There we go. Now I need to go to the purple. Okay, I have 4 packages, so I'm going to put my 4 down. I'm counting 4 times what? $2. That is like doubling. That's like doubling 4. I know it says $2, but imagine that dollar sign wasn't there. 4 times 2. We know that times or multiplying by 2 means we doubled this number. What is 4 doubled? If you said 8, you're correct, but since we are talking money, it is $8. Okay, that was our purple number model. Make sure you are writing these down. If I'm writing, you're writing. Here are the answers, folks. Okay, and now we need to look at the green one. 3 packages of party horns. Could I draw pictures? I could. But you know what? I'm going to need 3 packages, so I multiply by 3 already. And I'm counting what 3 times? Oh, how much are party horns, right? I'm talking about money. 3 packs. If 1 pack is $3, I need to count $3 3 times. So 3 times $3 equals, let's count. And like I said again, imagine this dollar sign isn't here. It's 3 times 3. Let's count 3. How many times? 3 times. Here we go. 3, 6, 9. There we go. But it's not just 9. What is it? It's $9. Remember that dollar sign comes before the number. Dollar sign is before the number. If I'm writing it correctly, you should write it correctly. And that was our number model for our green. So really, what do these number models represent? Well, the yellow is how much, right? This answer for the yellow, $2. For our 9-inch balloons, it costs $2. For our 4 packs of party hats, what was our answer? 4 packs of party hats costed $8. And 3 packages of party horns, well, what was my final answer? $9. So now what do I need to do to find how much money did Mr. Wilson spend in all? I need to take my products, my answers of my multiplication. I need to take my $2 was my answer. $8 was my answer. and $9 was my answer. I see the words in all. When we have the words